Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Iron Man Issue 1 2026. Yeah, a bold new era begins here. Now, this is $5.99, has a wraparound cover, which is pretty nice. Let's see here. Witness the birth of a new nightmare as superstar writer Joshua Williamson and legacy stormbreaker Carmen Canero build the next chapter for the Marvel Universe's greatest weapon, Tony Stark. And I really enjoyed this. Let's see, legacy number 681. We're getting up to 700 for good old Shellhead there. And I really enjoyed this one. Now, if you didn't like the last run, which I don't blame you for, this has a better kind of stronger start in my opinion. It goes more of playboy, rock star, kind of Tony Stark. So we'll see how that goes. And we do have Melinda May in here. We have Pepper Potts popping in. So we'll see how this kind of works out. I'm glad that Melinda May survived over from the last one. But this I felt a lot better for. And I'm really interested to see how this goes on. I liked Williamson's handle of Tony and the rest of the supporting cast throughout. And Carnero's art just worked very well. We even get some interesting stuff at the end that we'll crack into. I don't care how dangerous it is. I'm too damn smart to die, in some cave in the middle of nowhere. Okay, time 2, and you're thinking, okay, this could be like a redux of something for like Iron Man or whatnot. Let's see. Okay, time 2, kick fucking ass. It's like, okay, that's kind of Iron Man kind of suitish kind of stuff, a little bit different. But let's see how this kind of works out. Come on. Boom. Let's go home, baby. So I liked how it was just like traditional paneling, then we get the full kind of thing of the armor as we're trying to get out of here. But then we see AIM there, just fucking rip that person apart. It's like, holy shit. What a waste. The High Council will be disappointed. Please don't. Enough. Remove our guest's faceplate. Yes, Madam Mask, please. I did it. I did what you wanted. I can make the armor stronger, bulletproof. I just need more time. Stark had better. Bang. It's like, what the hell? And I do like that we get just that body shot of her there and then zooming in on her face. AIM doesn't need another armor. We want another Tony Stark. And that's very interesting that they want the brain, like the person behind it, rather than just the armor. A new nightmare. As we see that there. And then we shift. And I don't blame them for like just forgetting about the improvised armor and just going back to the Mysterium. Even though they pretty much melted and fucked over the Mysterium armor. He's pretty much using it in Avengers, and he uses it in the beginning here, and yeah, I'm fine with that. I really like the Mysterium armor look, but I also like the new armor that we pop up, and we'll have to see more about it. Los Angeles, California. Go frost yourself, Iron Man! Always nice to see Blizzard pop up. I mainly got into Blizzard when I was doing this Iron Man Game Boy Advance game, and I was like, ooh, okay. Oh, Blizzard, did you really steal a Roxanne TZ battery pack to power your new fancy armor? Yeah, what about it, Stark? That model locks up when it's under extreme temperatures. In fact, it releases toxic levels of rapid freezing coolant into the armor. Crap! I can't believe I'm gonna die of cold. Don't worry, I got just the thing to heat you up. It's like, God, yes, that's kind of how that goes. I'm like, okie dokie, let's see how this works out for you here. As he then just kind of like blasts through into him to kind of like get him out of there. And then we also see some like rock panels pop up. It's like, what the fuck's kind of going on here? You know, Blizz, your new zero temp tech isn't bad. You just made a mistake. If you're gonna steal, you should really steal from Stark. Message from Melinda May. You're late and I have a gun. She worries too much. I'm not gonna be late. It's like, yeah, he's not wrong on making sure you get Stark tech. To my own party, Malibu, California. Where the hell is Tony Stark? Tony Stark Award. Seeing everything kind of like pop in, and I do like that we've got like almost the full page and then going in for the panels on the side. Tony, get your ass here now. Your favorite band is playing for you and you're not even here. Yes, I am, Melinda. Where? You'll see. No Iron Man, Tony. Remember? The people want Tony Stark. People love Iron Man. Yes, but you promised no armor for this one. This is a Tony Stark event and the armor is a safety hazard. Okay, I promise. Tony, what's that sound? You said no armor. As we get his like little shit thing, as we then see, but I still have to make a dramatic entrance flying in on a motorcycle. It's like, okay, cool. And then, like, how Tony looks outside the armor, I'm really into. I'm like, okay, kind of more shaggy kind of hair, has the mustache and everything. Look, Ma, no hands. Introducing the Stark Hoverbike 3000, mass produced in time for Christmas this year for the kids. It's like, yeah, okay. I don't mind Tony really getting into like seriousness, but I do like the fun kind of Tony as well, and this just hits it. Tony, hell yeah, I love you, Tony, 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 Tony. He then like going on with it. I was like, all right. Welcome to the first annual Tony Stark Awards. Let's rock and roll. What are you doing, Tony? Get over here. See? No armor. Backstage. Now, hold on. Born Anthony Stark. Nobody told me there'd be a video package. Love these. Genius. Inventor. A titan of industry. It's like, okay, let's crack and see what's going on here. Survivor. When held captive, Tony Stark was gravely injured knocking on death's door. But that didn't stop him from creating the Iron Man armor. A leap forward in armored warfare. Instead of selling the armor to the highest bidder, Tony chose a different path. As a member of the Avengers, Iron Man has saved the world countless times. Even when there is tension among his allies, Tony has always tried to do what's right. The armor transformed him into a hero, a leader, a savior. But above all else, Tony Stark is a man of the future. Yes. Though, bringing up what's going on with Civil War, it's like, okay, that's mainly setting up stuff that we're going to be seeing later on in the issue and the arc, I think. But I do like bringing him a man of the future. And that is who has brought us together for this monumental evening. Huh, not bad. I could have done without the cat business, but that's it. That's all I've... And the thing is, I'm with Tony. I'm like, listen, him and Cap may have had issues and stuff, but I mean, they're more allies than anything. Mr. Stark, sir, sorry. Did you not see the email about your speech? I don't read email. Excuse me, who are you? I'm Brian, sir, your new personal assistant. Now when I don't mind them kind of like butting heads on certain kind of stuff, but what was kind of going on in like Hickman's Avengers run, Civil War and all that, Tony amped up to villainous kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't mind them kind of bashing together, but I see them more as allies that sometimes have to check each other. So we got Brian, the new personal assistant. May, can't you just be my assistant? I'm no one's assistant. Very true there. Our lovely post-Doom government has tasked me with keeping Iron Man out of trouble. Brian reads your emails to you. It's like, good luck with you on that, May. Okay, well, I don't need anyone to prepare my acceptance speech. I'll go out there and give the audience some razzle-dazzle. I'm quick on my feet like that. It's not an acceptance speech. You're presenting. You're giving the award away. The Tony Stark Award is not for Tony Stark. Nope. It's for someone else? Whose idea was that? Yours. It's like, yeah, Tony, you get out of your own stuff sometimes. With my help. Pepper? And I was like, oh, cool. Nice. It's been a little bit since we've seen her in the comics with this. Good to see you, Tony. I've heard you've been back in the workshop, building again. It's what I'm best at. Among other things, Pepper, I've been maintaining my role at the Maria Stark Foundation, but years ago, you asked me to set up a Tony Stark Grant Award. You handpicked the brightest minds to be awarded a grant, and the recipients who best used the grant money were up for an award. And the winner is, let me introduce you. It's cool. It's like, alright, gives us a little lowdown of where Pepper has been and what's going on now. Adam Ware. It's incredible to meet you and meet in person, Mr. Stark. I remember you, the teacher. You specialized in new educational technologies, finding ways to share master classes with people who might not have access. It's genius work using puzzles and problem solving. That's right, and I'd love you to come by my classroom sometime. My students could learn a lot from your experience. Your tie. My father had one just like it when I was a kid. That's funny, my father gave me this one. I can't afford a fancy one on a teacher's salary, you know. Tony, it's time. But I don't have a speech. I heard you're quick on your feet. Huh. He's choking. No, just give him a sec. He'll think of something. He always does. This award should really be named after my father. And it's really kind of cool that way. And I don't mind if they kind of just wipe away the adoption thing at some point. I mean, I don't mind that he talks about Howard Stark as his father. It's just like, okay, why are we putting that in there? But that's not kind of brought up here. But it's like, okay, here's Adam. Let's see what's kind of going on. It's like, oh, that sounds interesting, him being a teacher like that. And I kind of like Tony taking an interest in a teacher, because you typically put him on some kind of scientist doing probably something in a crazy-ass place somewhere. Howard Stark was a lot of things to a lot of people, but most of all, I know that my father shared his genius, his life, and his hope for humanity with as many people as he could. He gave me my name. He worked to give everyone protection, to give them a better future. There are times when I feel lost or unsure of where I am in the world, and I just remind myself of my father's legacy of giving, of sharing with others. So today we continue that tradition with awarding the Tony Stark Award to someone who helps us build a better future. To Adam Ware. Clap, clap, clap. And we see somebody look at and it's like, what the fuck's going on there? And that's more of a positive view on Howard Stark. But we'll see what kind of goes on with that. It depends upon what's going on writing-wise. Odin is kind of along on the similar kind of lines where it's like dick mode, but sometimes depending upon the writers and what they're attempting to do with this story, he does less dickish things like we're seeing in Mortal Thor, as he's being more the Wanderer instead of I'm King Odin, dick douche of all lands. So then we switch off to the party and we see him sigh. It's like, I know that look. You're debating ordering an off menu, aren't you? It's like, sometimes they make food and you're like, I'm not into food. And I do like this. Panels are usually kind of traditional, but kind of shifting what kind of shapes and their positionings. That's always awesome. And I'm a step ahead of you. Normally, I don't care who the party is for. I don't allow that. But for the man of the hour, I thought I could make an exception. And no loose pages. Pretty nice stapling here. Always keep an eye on that now because of what's been going on lately. Especially with what happened with Avengers 800. My favorite. You made this just for me. Who are you? Luna Lucia. And I don't get the impression a guy who has a biker jacket and hover bike wanted caviar. You want to get out of here? Just like that? Just like that. Sorry, I don't date dangerous men. Ma'am. Yeah, he is dangerous, but the thing is, you brought his ass, like, good food that he was wanting for, so... you know his shit. It's like, yeah. You wound me. What makes you think I'm dangerous? Because I'm always attracted to dangerous men, as she makes. I'm like, God damn! They play it off pretty interestingly. So, I mean, the handling of the flirting is pretty good, but then we hear bang. It's like, what the fuck? And then we see that Madame Mask has crashed the party. It's like, shit. Celebration of the best and brightest, and you don't invite moi? I guess Advanced Idea Mechanics invitation got lost in the mail, but it's fine. We throw better parties anyway. Madame Mask, put the gun down. What is this? Ghost of X's past? Did Emma forget to show up too? Cute, take her. Tony! It's like, okay, yeah, but Emma was pretty decent, so I got no problem. But it's nice to bring up Emma. It's like, yeah, I kind of almost just want to forget about, like, the other one. It's like, shit. Pepper. And of course, they're screeching away, blasting on their stuff going on. It's like, alright. Melinda, what is Mask doing with AIM? My sources say that after that gang business in New York, yes, the gang war kind of stuff with Spidey, so good on calling that on. Madame Mask tag teamed with the High Council for a new division. I'm calling for backup. Don't bother. As he's blasting off, and then we see, of course, I love that we're getting that transforming thing here. So, key thing. You need to have good kind of facial stuff kind of going on, which we do here, and we also need to have good armor stuff, because armor and tech is the big thing. And this is our big one. Pedal to the metal, boys. We've got incoming. As we see Mask looking back, and then we see that he wasn't completely truthful, and that he has motorcycle armor. And, oh god, that just looks fucking great right there. That's just nice. And I like how the blue makes it pop. You lied, Tony. You brought armor. That's our whole thing, Melinda. I lie and you catch me in the lie. It's fun. You can give me a hard time about after I stop Madame Mask and save Pepper. Yep. Guys, you really should change your name to Bim. I could kill Melinda for making that no armor rule, but she didn't say I couldn't bring a Black Widow stinger. There you go, Pepper. Bad idea, mechanics. Hold pots. You don't want... hold pots. You don't want to get hurt. Screw you! As she tries to Black Widow stinger. Madame Mask is like, yeah, Pepper, do that shit. As we see zap, zap, zap's going on. Tony! As she jumps off. And we see him, like, doing his armor shit. He's like, yeah. And I really love this page of him catching her like that. And that's the big kind of focal point. With then the, like, little paneling kind of going down. Ms. Potts, I'm in your presence for 15 minutes. I'm already getting kidnapped. And I'm going to find out why. What the hell, Whitney? Kidnapping? Working with AIM? Oh, Tony, you know all about mergers. I had a new idea, and AIM had the resources to pull it off. You should be proud I was inspired. You should be proud. I was inspired by you. Inspired by a new nightmare. What is that? Oh no, Pepper, get back! As things are going like... It's like, what the fuck? Boom! he's able to shield her and everything. Tony, what the hell is going on? Did you just blow yourself up? Hold your tears, Pep. Life model decoys. If I get them back to my workshop, I can investigate. Tony, pick up now. I hear you, Melinda. You got damsel in distress. The chaos and aim taking Pepper was all a distraction to get you away. For what? Madam Mask was after someone else. As we see a beat up Melinda, it's like, God damn. And taking on the cavalry is a big thing. Underground, unknown location. They were after Adam. What is this? I'm just a teacher. I can't do anything for you. I specialize in education resources, problem solving. I. Don't be so hard on yourself. You were handpicked by Tony Stark. AIM expects great things from you, if you survive. As they then bag him up, and it's like, oh shit, hopefully he can... Hopefully this isn't the story of him becoming like the next villain, but it would be an interesting kind of work on that kind of front. I would like him to become a new ally or whatnot. But there is a lot of supporting cast, but it would be an interesting villain story. Let's see. New Mexico. Tony built his new workshop inside the Gamma Bomb Bunker. And I do love that we do get little stuff here of the helicopter making noise and stuff. The one that created the Hulk? That would be correct. Why? He said, just in case. What about the radiation out here? Are we going to all slowly turn into rage-induced monsters? I dyed my hair green once in college, and it looked awful. Tony said he took care of it. Of course he did. Upper. Yeah. And then I do like their faces there as they hear the rock music. Loud rock and roll is a sign he's upset. I don't care. Turn the music down, Tony. How can you even think with it this loud? But that's the whole thing. Since I like rock and roll and kind of like line up with his kind of processes, I'm like, the noise filters out the noise. Helps me focus. As we see him in a shot and just like, okay, if you're into shirtless Tony, there you go. That's good. And it's like, alright, cool. I really like showcasing heroes and the characters in various different ways. So it's like, yep, good on the art, man. Well, I hope you've been focused on what AIM is up to. They took Adam. I know, I was there. You have to find him. I know. You know something else, don't you? I always know something. Look, listen, learn. It's like, okay, doing this kind of tech thing. It's like, let's see what's going on here. Our party was not the only location AIM hit last night. Our yellow beekeepers of chaos made 11 appearances around the world, all at the exact same time. It was a massive coordinated attack that resulted in multiple kidnappings. Some people were literally taken from their homes. You see the pattern, Pep? Julia Appleton, Daniel Buss. Oh no. What do you see that I don't? They were all people who were up for the Tony Stark Award. And I kind of like that this is two panels, but that there's that is one panel, but it's the two divided with that line. That's good. AIM took people I handpicked. Me. People who I thought were smart and creative enough to work with Iron Man. This is my fault, as he's then opening up a new armor. It's like, okay. What is this, Tony? Why would Mask kidnap a bunch of scientist teachers and whoosh, as he kind of flies out, as we see his new armor. I really like the design. It's that classic kind of look with different kind of design elements on it. And I'm really intrigued to see what's going to be going on because we don't really see what this armor is capable of. But I kind of like that we had essentially the suitcase armor with like the motorcycle stuff. It's like, yes, please. I always loved, like, hopefully we get lots of crazy kind of shit. Even though Extremis and Bleeding Edge are like my favorite ones, I'm always intrigued to see what other ones like these work out. I did like the kind of classic Shellhead one we got around where he was like getting around to like the milestone kind of issues with Cantwell's run. But this, we'll see. It gives me the design elements of like the Bleeding Edge, so we'll see what goes on. I'm going to find them. Melinda, I need you to gather as much info on AIM from your people as you can. I'm going to visit every single AIM headquarters in the world and beyond until I bring all of them home. Good. So this is his quest at the moment. It's like, all right, let's see how this goes. His mission. Pepper, can you contact the families of the kidnapped and let them know we have everything under control? Do we, Tony? What did you mean when you said it was your fault? What did you... Going invisible. Call you soon. Don't wait up. End call. Beep. It's like, okay. And then we get that zoomed in and zoomed out. Secure channel. Code word Scarlet Letter. Of course, A. Radio secure. Emergency meeting now. Tony? Steve? Listen, I know the Illuminati disbanded, but can we meet at the old location? That's a tall order, Tony. I might have made a mistake. A long time ago, I had an idea. A new nightmare. And I set up certain contingencies in case it happened, and I think AIM has them. I need to talk in person. Okay, fine. But meet me in New York instead. Over and out. Okie dokie. It's like, okay, so kind of similar to a Batman situation where he has contingencies and somebody gets them and goes, oh shit, boom. And I like Tony kind of just blasting off. I take it you all caught that. You were right, we have a problem. Which begs the question, how do we take down Tony Stark? It's like, okay, this seemed that they included the Civil War bit, and Steve looks pretty good here. It's like, well, Carnero had done Captain America before, and I'm like, alright, let's see how this goes on. As we see Tony talking, and I know we've got Rhodey, looks like Osborn, Reed, Susan Storm, Captain Marvel, and someone, maybe Amadeus Chow? I'm not quite sure. And of course, talking for like the editor and Williamson, and then issue 2, and looking at other kind of variants. It's like, okay, so how is Steve and everything going to work into and factor with this, and what's going to be going on? So I like checking in with this. This is, I think, is a very strong base of how it kind of works out. We get a kind of freewheeling kind of Tony in the beginning to kind of get that kind of playfulness and understanding kind of where he's at the moment, but him still taking this serious once Madam Mask is kind of pretty much working on Tony Stark's kind of contingency plans, his new nightmare, someone put in a situation like him and what they would kind of create. Getting Adam Ware kind of brought into that with the Tony Stark Recipient Award, seeing what's kind of going on, him being like, I'm going to help these people. This is something that I screwed up, and I'm going to do this and fix it, and Steve being on that as well. So there's a lot of different little things kind of going on. I like the voicing for Tony and Melinda May and Pepper and Steve at the moment, so we'll see how that kind of works out. I like that we got introduced to a motorcycle armor, and I can't wait to see what new stuff the new armor will do, and any kind of other things that'll pop up with that. I just think it was a strong one. And $5.99 is a big kind of one. We're kind of creeping up on that. I think I got a lot out of it because I liked how the writing was going. I liked the art because I liked it in Captain America, and it just really fits here with Iron Man, especially with the tech. And the stapling and everything, quality-wise, was good. But always keep an eye on that because it's getting a lot more squirrely with Marvel lately, and I'm not happy about that. Especially when you're paying $4.99, well, $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, $6.99, $7.99 in certain things for like Avengers. So we'll see what goes on. I think this is a strong start. I'm really looking forward to seeing what goes on next. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.